Good morning, Delaware. What's going on? It's your main man, Big Ivan, talking to town, Mr. DETV. And it's the business segment and community segment on what's going around in the state of Delaware. I have the one, the only, the man that is, he's like a superhero, right? Capeless superhero. Mr. Chris Buccini. How you doing, Chris?
I'm going to start every morning here. If you're going to pump me up like that, come on.
I really appreciate you for being here. How's everything going?
Thank you for having me. Things are good. Things are good. Feeling good about the direction of our community.
Yeah, I would love to talk about that because I remember 10 years ago, we sat and we talked, and you were my second interview.
Oh my gosh.
I remember that?
I remember it. I remember it dearly.
And I asked you and your brother, where do you see the city of Wilmington going? Now, maybe it was 12 years ago. Things have changed. It looked like you're on course, and outside of Delaware as well. So let's talk about Delaware,
All right.
and then we'll talk about everything else that you got brewing. That cool?
Well, it's been a long 12 years, but it's pretty cool when you look at, when I just look at Delaware, the whole state, and we're always more focused on Wilmington, Newcastle County. When I look at the whole state, it's actually had a lot of growth, a lot of positive growth over the last decade. Mm-hmm. And if you just sort of like think about like North Wilmington and all the exciting projects that have been going up on Concord Pike, we're really excited about the Concord, our redevelopment of Silverside Road, of the office into residential and retail and office, so like real mixed use and everything else going along there. And you head down 141 and all the growth that's happened there with the Whole Foods and the whole biotech project there. And coming to the city of Wilmington, the city of Wilmington's booming, and you head down into Newark and then to Middletown and all the way down to the beaches. Like the city's firing on all cylinders right now. And the state is firing on all cylinders.
It is. I mean, I looked up at Deco the other day. We have a whole new,
it's a whole new world.
Whole new world in Deco. What's the Disney? The whole new world. Whole new world.
It's all about cheesesteaks.
Oh my gosh, and they're great too.
They're totally legit.
Yeah, they're legit.
I think they live up to the hype.
I have to agree. Now, you're a businessman in business for how long now?
Oh my God, 30 years.
30 years.
Something like that. Yeah, 33 years.
Do you still wake up with that passion, that fire in your gut?
I do. It takes me a little bit to get warmed up every morning. I don't jump out of bed sprinting, but by the time I show up at work, I'm usually pretty fired up.
Now, they say business owners and entrepreneurs, successful business owners and entrepreneurs, have a routine, right? Do you have a routine?
Listen, my perfect day, which not my perfect, my preferred day, which I really try to hit a lot, is I try to wake up and I try to walk for a while and get some sunshine or light, not even sunshine, light. Walk with my wife and my dog, and I got to tell you, man, that really gets things pumping. And and also I like to exercise every day.
Okay.
That really gets me fired up and ready to go. And we have long days at BPG.
Yeah.
We work late. There's a big group of us that work late. We've been doing it for 30 years. Mm-hmm. So my morning routine really helps me, really helps get fired up for the day.
Is that morning routine really important for you? Like
It's
if you
really
don't
important.
have it, you're like lost in the
Yeah,
sauce.
I'm a little bit lost. Yeah. Like yesterday, I didn't have it. It was like a little bit off.
Oh wow.
And daylight savings didn't help yesterday. I was a little off.
Oh, we had that?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah. I totally missed that one. I guess I need to start walking in the morning.
Yeah, but routine, you need to sort of have a bit of a foundation, because when you get to work and you get your day going, stuff's gonna be thrown at you from every direction. So it's good just to start with a little bit of foundation.
How do you like maneuver through that? Because as a businessman, right? Me coming into it, and then our audience that we have, like they have a problem. Some people have a problem of delegating, leadership, fighting those battles, thinking that they have to fight every battle.
Yeah.
Like how do you handle that?
I love to delegate, but I'm still a micromanager. So I'm this like weird dichotomy of I've got a great team. I work with great people. I've been working with them for a long time, but I still end up like really in the weeds. And so when I think about my day, I'm sort of pushing stuff out to the team, and then they're pushing it back to me. And so, first thing and last thing of the day, it's like a lot of like really, really in the weeds.
Yeah.
And middle of the day, it's more leadership and trying to lead teams.
And speaking of leadership,
Yeah.
leadership is a skill and a practice. How,
No.
how do you do that? What is a good leader to you?
So like my whole childhood was about sports, and so I think sports really instilled into me like a sense of leadership and wanting to lead teams. But how do you instill leadership? My brother and I think we really pride ourselves in leading from the front. I always talk about like, nothing is below me or beneath me. And,
Right.
I typically tease my older brother. He's always out there picking up trash in the street. I think it's like his favorite thing is pick up trash in the city of Wilmington. But I think that's just sort of our MO is, people see that we're not trying to push stuff on you so we can get the hell out of there and go play golf. It's, hey, we're pushing stuff to the team so that we can just do more and do better.
Yeah.
So I think, again, leading from the front is, really, really critical. Being very approachable, willing to listen.
Right.
I love to learn. I'm like a lifelong learner, and so I love to learn from my team. I'm obsessed with hiring younger people because I think young people have such a fresh perspective and they look at things differently. And especially in this world of AI and technology, like we really need this fresh perspective.
And that leads me to my next question. Like, we're in a new world of AI right now.
Yeah.
And with you're not just a real estate company, right? You're not that. You are training, you are leading, you are teaching with BPGU, the next generation of real estate moguls,
That's
right?
right.
And
That's
development moguls. You're teaching them. And so in business is innovation. How are you staying innovative with the way that everything is changing right now within BPG?
I think we're constantly investing in technology, not just the money that goes into it, but the time to teach people.
Yeah.
So we really, we actually invest in companies that invest in real estate technology. But also, you talked a little bit about BPGU. Every summer, we bring together a group of interns for a 4-week course at our company, and basically it's mostly people from the city of Wilmington, kids that are sort of come from underrepresented families in real estate, usually more Black and brown, and that's the goal, and really, I think Rob and my vision or our hope has always for Wilmington to be the best small city in America. Yeah. And for that to happen, it can't just be a handful of companies doing it. We need this to be, a groundswell from bottom up. And so we want to see a lot of younger people now taking it to the next levels that we can't get to.
Right.
And so we're super proud of not just the work BPG does, but there are a lot of BPG alumni out there in the world that are doing awesome things locally. And so there's a lot of support that we give them and cheerleading that we do for them.
This is what, the 5th year of BPGU?
Yeah, I think we've had 5 years now.
Yeah, going strong too.
It's going strong, and actually 2 years ago we actually even had an alumnus come back and teach it, be part of it. So
wow.
Yeah, we're really, really, really proud of our cohorts.
Get out of here. And that's one of the things is, when I remember when you first started, it was like, hey, we're going to try some. We want to make sure that we get, and before it became a trend, right? You was like, we want to make sure we get more people in the inner city. Like you in this program, everyone, a lot of people think that, you and Rob are like some just rich white guys that came out of Hogesson, right? But the truth is,
I am white.
Everything else. Come out of Hogesson, right? The truth is, you're from 4th and Duke.
That's right. We did a cool video on that with you a long time ago. But yeah, I mean, I think the subconscious of what we do every day is, our mother grew up in 4th and DuPont, the little Illy section of Wilmington, and this is our home. This is our backyard. So. We remember as kids coming downtown, coming to Market Street, buying things. There's a lot more retail back then, and so we never really thought about, how do we revive downtown Wilmington? It was just sort of like, let's invest in Wilmington. We always knew sort of what it could be.
Yeah. Is it now? It's getting to where you?
It's getting pretty good.
Right.
It's like really. Yeah. I mean, I joke we're a 30-year overnight success story.
I love that.
And it's been a long, long haul. And there were many times where we could have just sort of thrown in the towel.
Yeah.
But we had the grit and the perseverance to keep it going, and we've invested in a lot of money losing things that we knew were short-term losses, but long-term investments in foundation and structure, which we need here. So yeah, it feels really good on like a weekend or even like a lot of nights when you come down here and the city's like bumping.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And it's like the thing that we love the most is how diverse that is.
Yeah.
Like there's really something for most people now in Wilmington.
No, let me ask you this, because like I am obsessed with learning from others, right? And I know my audience, 400,000 homes we're in, and then other thousands that we're 100,000 impressions we're getting. They would love this right here. Have you ever failed? And how did you come out of it in this business or any other business?
Oh my God, what time of the day is it? Have I failed? It's 9:12. I'll get there before noon.
Right.
Come on. I spent last week in Silicon Valley. I was at this like educational group where we were like at Meta and Google and Stanford, and the mantra there is fail fast, right? Fail, like it's okay to fail, and yeah, of course we failed. We've made huge mistakes, but we really learn from them. I mean, I think that's the key. Is I'm like, whew, don't want to do that one again, right? But we have failed. But you know what happens when you fail? Sun's going to come up, and you just it's so cliche, but it's like just one step at a time, work your way out of it. Put everything you can into fixing it. And we've had great success coming out of a lot of our
What do you
failures.
say to yourself? Like you fucked up, right? What do you say to yourself? Like do you give yourself the 84 Bulls? Look in the mirror. Come on, Mike.
100%. Superman. You look in the mirror. Do you see Superman? No. Listen. Well, first off, when you make an investment decision, right, you can't control every factor, right? And so there are, going into 9/11, going into COVID, going into Lehman Brothers, the GFC, like those are just things there's nothing you can do to ever prepare for it, right? When I look back, did I structure a deal wrong? Those are the things that I get a little bit pissed off. But we're always making decisions based upon the best information we have at that time.
Yeah.
And you move on. Like no one's perfect. God knows no one's perfect, and you just try to do the right thing, and you humanize it. And if you've got you have a counterparty, that this might not be good for them. You look them in the eye and you say, I'm going to make this good. And I think when other people fail me, the only time I get upset with them is when they don't communicate. It's all about communication. And just everyone's trying to do their best and just work with each other. And I think that if I had to give one thing is do not hide, communicate. Just say roof's on fire. Roof's on fire. Like, I'm a businessman. I get it.
You get it.
I get it. Let's talk. Let's figure out why isn't it working out? How do you fix it? Is there anything you can do to fix it?
I love that. I love that. BPG doing great. Over 1,000 employees in the city.
We have a lot of people working downtown Wilmington. Which is pretty cool.
It is.
I love that.
You go downtown. You have a movie theater. You got the waterfront. You got the hotels. You got the press, the new apartment complex, and now you have all these other businesses being attracted to Delaware. Right. Now, what does that? Now I'm gonna ask you the same question. What does the next 10 years look like for BPG?
Okay, let's go. So. We will continue to keep building apartments. We've got over 3,000 apartments. We've got over 4,000 people living downtown.
How many?
Like over 4,000 people living downtown. It's just like it's a mind-boggling number, right?
Right.
So those people need, dry cleaner and grocery store and coffee shops and news. They need news. They need good news that we can trust.
DETV, right.
They need DETV. So we're going to just keep, we've got a pipeline of new apartment buildings for years.
Wow.
We're really excited about it. And we're doing all different ranges of price points. I think we're going to keep seeing more more companies coming back with their employee base. And big news for us was Corteva, a DuPont spinoff, announced that they're moving from the suburbs back downtown Wilmington.
Are they?
They're bringing over 200 employees back to the Brandywine building. So like super cool. You had the DuPont company. They split up in a bunch of pieces. Chemours is still downtown in the old DuPont buildings. Corteva left. They're now coming back. They're bringing over 200 people. Really good jobs.
Yeah.
And so we're seeing a lot of people that recognize Wilmington is a place to have your business if you want to attract and retain the best talent.
Yeah.
Like if you want to get the top talent, and you're pulling people in from Jersey and Philly and suburban Philly and Maryland and all of Delaware, up from Middletown and the beaches, you have to have a dynamic office space where there's like stuff to do. People don't want to just like pull into a suburban office building and like be stuck there. They want to be able to walk out, go to the food hall, go to the gym, go to the coffee shop, convene, hang out. So I think we're going to see more companies moving their businesses downtown Wilmington.
So we're going in the right direction.
So cool. Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, I do too.
I love that. I love that. Oh my gosh.
The 24. We've got like this 24/7 thing going on now where pre-COVID it was like dead nights and weekends, and now you come downtown and like nights and weekends it's busier than during the week.
It's crazy.
It's crazy. Yeah.
When you have a city where it's hard to get parking.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
no, we got plenty of parking.
No. Well, you know what I mean. Before pre-COVID, right? You can come down on a Saturday and find parking like easy.
Oh yeah, it was easy.
Now you got the Playhouse. You got the Queen, and their shows are doing great.
Yeah, everyone's
you have the Grand.
Yep.
And then now you have Bardea Steak. The
eateries. There's so many restaurants that just keep opening up.
Yeah.
And just like you walk out in the middle of the day and there are like young people walking dogs around. Like that to me is just so cool.
And it's so diverse now.
Yeah, it's super diverse and that just like energizes the street. All that activity.
I love it. I love it.
Me too.
Chris, thank you so much for stopping by.
Oh my God, I will. I don't want to wait 10 years before I come back.
No, we got next week. We need him for the small business podcast.
All right, I'm all in.
All right,
thank you guys. Appreciate it. Thank you for all you do for our community. We need you.
Man,
we need you. And I know you're an entrepreneur and you're working your butt off and to build this business, and our community needs you. So thank you, Ivan.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Thanks for that. You and your brother, man, and your mom's always been behind me 100%, man.
We love you, buddy.
When I told you I had an idea, you was like, what do you need? So thanks again, man. And I really appreciate everything you're doing for the city and you doing what you're done for me.
Thank you.
All right, my man. All right, there you have it. Big Eye, DETV, Chris Buccini. Next up, we're going to get him on the Small Business Podcast. Steve got some great questions. That dialogue between them will be freaking amazing. We call that the Developer Series or something.
Love it.
I love it. All right, DETV, Good Morning Delaware.